Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is... I gotta get this right, I swear. Perez. Right? He told me to pronounce the 8 as B and the 4 as an A, so Perez? Anyways, this is a game with Perez in his 59-16 and as a tier 6 game on Syrian coast. So, first off, everybody should know how to kill a 59-16, so I'm not going to talk about that. But you're like, well, it's a light tank. Why is this going to be special? Well, you're going to see why it's going to be special. And it should be an excellent game for a Friday. So this should kick off your weekend pretty well. But before we get into things, as always, if you think that he deserves the MVP for the week for this game, then please do hit that like button. If you don't like my content, hit the dislike button. Either one I just look at for in terms of what you guys are liking, what you guys aren't liking. I'm just as happy if you hit either one. They both give me valuable information. Oh, nice hit, by the way. And of course, in all things, thank the patrons. I feel like I missed a step in between, but I don't remember what that step was, so yeah, okay. Nice shot into the KV-1 over there. And he's just taking full advantage of this ridge line. The fact is that he's up there uncontested. For whatever reason, that was never going to go in. For whatever reason, the enemy has just decided that they don't care about this ridge. They're not going to try and defend it. Not going to try and hold it. Oop, that was an unfortunate shot. If you fired that a little bit sooner, probably would have gone through the front of the turret. As soon as it hit the top, though, it just skipped right off. Nice shot into the front of the tank, and he's going to put one more in. Now, he is using gold, so that is the reason he's just punching rounds through a KV-1 so easily. But this KV-1 apparently is not all that bright, because I'm not looking at us at all. Almost the first thing to take a dent out of us all game. And I'm going to assume by the fact that he's just been spamming gold all this game, that he's either trying to mark this tank, like get his, second mark on it? Yeah, second mark, or he's doing a mission maybe. Because I can't see any other reason that he's firing as much gold as he is. You know, obviously for that VK, he didn't need gold to pen. He doesn't. He either maybe forgot he turned it on, thinking he was going to run into like the KVs, and then just forgot about it. We'll have to see. Maybe he'll be so kind as to tell us in the comments what was the motivation behind just leaving the gold spam on, because it's not. Later on in the game, he's going to end up needing this. He's only got 7 rounds left. 7 rounds is enough to kill a KV-1S. But there's other tanks out here that, you could really use a little bit of gold for. The VK was not one of them. Right? T-34A5M, if it's angled well, he's going to need some gold to pen it, or he's going to need to get around its flank. But I don't think he's going to have any gold left by the time he gets there. Oh, no. Okay, well, the triple team worked. Killed the KV-1S. It didn't waste too much gold. We just heard an RE shot go off, so we know that's out of the picture for the next little bit. But we also know the base is compromised. It is currently surrounded by enemies, except for a Churchill 1 who's bravely crossing the tracks, which is about the worst thing he could do. Really, you want to stay on this side of the tracks so you have a defensive line between you and the enemies. Because at the very least, in order to get to you, the enemies have to cross the tracks by which they go up, which exposes lower glacis. It's a great way to track somebody, because their drive wheels will be exposed. Like, there's so many benefits to being on this side of the tracks when your enemy is in large numbers. As soon as you cross those tracks, I mean, if there's no enemies in sight, obviously you can cross the tracks without worry about being tracked most of the time. But as soon as you cross the tracks, you take away that defensive bonus, and suddenly you're left hoping that your raw strength of the tank can prevail, and that guy's chased. Ugh. In the Churchill one's case, that was not at all what happened. He couldn't prevail. Oh, M3 Lee. Such an unfortunate tank to miss it. That was his last gold round out the window, and now he's only got 25 standard rounds left. There's 5 enemies left on the board. He's still got 3 friendlies around here somewhere, but they're more or less scattered. 2 of them are trying to cap the enemy base, but they're never going to make it in time, so the only one who can possibly risk that is us. No HE means this is going to be a little bit more difficult than we would prefer. First shot going in onto the easy target, the one that's not facing him. The E20 for some reason is deciding to give us full aside, and then so after resetting the cap, he then goes ahead and kills the T28. And now he's missing the A20. I would have thought both of those shots would have gone in. It unfortunately takes the 3rd shot before it does in fact pan him and kill him. In the meantime, though, we've lost a friendly. And so upside, we killed 2 enemies. Downside, we lost a friendly. This is kind of a problem. We still looks like we're gonna cap, which is good. Nope. In fact, the capper either got shot or left the cap on purpose. Nice job tracking the Sav. I don't think that's what he meant to do. I'm fairly certain he was meaning to hit it. So did that miss? It must have missed. Yeah. Last shot finally catching it. Only 14 shells left. He's gonna bring this down to the wire if he's not careful. T-34A5 is over there. He's gonna take at least 7 shells, assuming we don't high roll. You know, maybe we might get away with 6 if we high roll a little bit. Our Skoda is doing the T-35 or T. Why do I keep calling it T-35? It's T-34. And our KB220 is over here as well, so in fact we don't have to put as many shells into it as we otherwise would. The problem with the T-34 it is a good enough tank that we really have to make sure we're not being hit by it, because it can annihilate this little tank pretty fast. Though apparently it's just gonna run away. Maybe he's trying to find cover. I mean, he is the guy in the enemy team with 6 kills, so maybe he is just trying to find cover so he can like side scrape out and absorb our shots and that sort of thing. But it looked almost like he was hunting somebody, and now he's coming out to hunt us. Except, of course, by doing that, all it means is he missed us, and then he vanished us from sight. So hopefully he's not set up in a side scrape right here. Hopefully we juked him out, and it looks like he did. 1 shot, ooh, dodging his return fire, and 2 shots straight in him. Good. 8 shells left for a T-34, who we hope is not on full health. Because if this guy's on full health, this is going to be interesting. Obviously, not the most accurate gun in the game, and he can 2-shot us? Maybe 3. It will depend on how much health he's. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was. Oh, he's on full health, of course. Of course he is. So it's going to take 5 shells ish to kill the T-34, who's AFK? Is he seriously AFK? That seems to be what he is. Yep. Don't park in front. No. Okay. We're gonna pause this for a second. Okay. If you come up on a enemy that is AFK, never, ever, ever, ever park in front of him. Just because he's AFK when you find him doesn't mean the bot program won't kick in all of a sudden and he starts aiming at you, or he comes back to the keyboard just in time to find you sitting in front of his tank. If you're in front of his gun, he's gonna shoot you at some point. I mean, maybe not. Obviously, not this bot might not do that, but some bot will shoot you if you sit in front of it. So never sit in front of a gun that you don't have to sit in front of. And Braz doesn't have to be in front of this gun. He could be around the back of the tank. I understand he likes the idea of shooting up the guy's cupola. He likes the idea of being able to pick out his targets in whatever order he wants to pick them out in this game. But do not ever sit in front of an enemy gun on purpose. No. He's going for a Fadins. Okay, well, don't screw up this last shot or you're going to look like a doofus. Okay, that is one way to get a Fadins. Considering how many rounds he fired this game, I'm okay with that, to be honest. Considering if the T-34 had been moving around, we probably would have spent all 8 rounds. So, yeah, this was a good game. It was a lot of fun to watch, and Fadins are always awesome to enjoy. If I ever got one of those, how many of you got? Let's jump over and see his battle results. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect. He gets, of course, the coveted Fadins. Radley Walters, Defender, High Caliber, and Top Gun. Yeah, he carried this game. To say he carried this game is a slight understatement. Good lord, if you just look at the damage done, only 2 of them were above 1,000, first off, which is crazy. And then there's only 3 of them above 500 damage done. And tier 6 game. Though, I guess the credit swings the other way too, because the T-34A5M on the other team only did 2,000 damage. That guy did 0 damage. He drove out there, fired a shot, and then apparently disappeared from sight and sound. Wow. This was a monster of a game, and it was a great game. And unfortunately, he lost some cash because of how much ammo he fired and how much prem. But anyway you split this worked out to be a great game. It was all just the fact that he was really aggressive, claiming that hill in the start, and then fell back to defend his cap, making sure to pick off the easiest shot first and then take the kill when the easy shot had been taken care of, and then go back and finish off the A20, and then in the end hunting down the thing that was killing his team, and then going up and picking up a cool medal at the end. This was a great game, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for saying it, and I hope I got your name right this time. And I will see you all there. If you think this game deserves the MVP, then please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. I'm also going to try and put up more Deceit because I really enjoyed that, and apparently some of you did too. As that's the most watched video I've had in like in I think any given month. That had more views in like a week than most of my videos get in like a couple of months. So that was fun. And in all things, thank the Patreons, for they are amazing, and they really do help out quite a bit. And so I will see you all next time. This is ioEther out.